While she was away, the cook made a wonderful supper ready on her return. Although she could not remember making it, the meal was very tasty. So once again, even though she said she wanted to do it herself and make her own dinner, she went off to look for something to eat. And when she came back, what was waiting for her? A good meal. See, it was the cook. It was the cook that made the meal for the princess. Time for bed, the little princess thought, but she had forgotten to bring a blanket and a pillow. While she was away looking for something to sleep on, the maid made up a lovely camp bed. "Oh, Bottles," said the little princess, "I must have forgotten that as well." So every time she said she wanted to do it myself, something would happen, and someone would do something for her. So when she got back, because she forgot her blanket and her pillow, the maid set up a cozy bed for her. So the little princess tumbled in the bed and fell into a happy sleep. She would have cuddled Gilbert if she remembered to bring him. In the morning, she looked in her bag for her towel and toothbrush, but she had forgotten to bring them. What is she hugging? A log. See? But what did she forget to bring with her? Her teddy bear. So even though she wanted to do it all for herself, by herself, what happened? Other people did it for her. Then she spotted them under a bush. "I must have put them there during my sleep," she said. After her wash, she sat down to think of something to do. So here she is. She's cleaning her teeth because someone put it under the bush for her because she had forgotten to do that. And now she's thinking for herself and she's going, what am I going to do? As there was nothing to do, the little princess packed her bags again and set off to home. Funny, she thought, these bags seem heavier than they were yesterday. My stuff must have grown. So why do you think her bags are a lot heavier? But she didn't bring a lot of stuff, right? Remember, she forgot to bring everything. What did she forget to bring? Raise your hand. Okay, what did she forget to bring? Okay, what? Her brush? And toothpaste? Okay, what else? Okay, teddy bear back there, what else? Her blanket and her pillow. Okay, how about you over there? She forgot to bring something to eat, right? What else? Right here, what did she forget to bring? Okay, how about there, sir, you? Her what? Her tent, right. So why is it heavier now? Because everything she brought, she went home with much, much more. Right? On the way back to home, she met the gardener. "Shall I help you with those heavy bags?" he said. "No thanks," said the princess. "I want to do it myself." So here's someone else wanting to help. And what does she say? "I want to do it myself." So when she got home, everyone met her at the gate. "How was your camping trip?" they asked. "It was wonderful," said the little princess, "but I'm tired now because I did it myself." That's why she's tired. Because she did it, she's saying that she did it herself. Right. See, so when you go home and you want to do something and you're just determined to do it yourself, and if someone offers help, are you going to say okay? Yes. Yeah, are you going to say, "I want to do it myself"?
Oh,
If some, yeah, so you want it, if someone offers help, That's okay. It's okay to take their help. Okay? All right. So that's the end of this one. Yay. But remember, where can you go to find a whole bunch of books to read? Where? At the library. And when you're reading a book, what should you be using?
Your imagination.
Your imagination.
And your imagination is always what you have to use.
That's right. That's right. That's the beauty of reading. Is you use your imagination and you pretend that you're part of the story.
Let's go see a show.
Okay, it says at night, when we are feeling tired and ready for bed, owls are just waking up. How many of you knew that? Right. Have you ever heard of a person when they call them the night owl? Huh? That's because they're up at night when you should be sleeping. Owls live in a nighttime world. They have eyes that can see in the dark. How many of you have eyes that can see in the dark? Okay, that's pretty good. Don't let mom know that. But this little owl was a courteous owl, okay? You see how courteous he is. Instead of staying awake all night, as the little owls are supposed to do, she took a long nap and woke up just before dawn. Dawn in the morning, early morning, before it turns into sunlight. That's dawn. But then you can have a girlfriend by the name of Dawn too. Okay? So you can mix those words. Wow, said the owl. She couldn't believe her eyes. The sky was a warm and wonderful pink. Wow, said the owl, as the yellow sun shone through the morning mist. How many of you like waking up in the early morning and you see that sunlight? Isn't that great? That warm sunlight on your face? How many like sunlight or sundown? You like sundown? You must be a night owl. How many of you like sunup? How many of you like sundown? Okay, that's okay, that's okay. Now this owl has seen the night, has seen the day. Wow, said the owl as white fluffy clouds floated across the bright blue sky. What color are the clouds? Well, there could be some blue clouds, I guess. But in this book, what color are they? Okay. Wow, said the owl, as pretty red butterflies flew by. See any butterflies here? And what color are they? Orange, pink, red. That's fine. All of the above, that works. How many butterflies are there? 2, okay, that's a good answer. 6, okay. Anyone else? 6? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. This is also a math class too, by the way. She watched them land on the bright orange flowers, which opened up in the warm sunshine. How many of you have seen butterflies in your yard? No one has seen a butterfly in your yard? At the park? Did anyone try to catch a butterfly? What? You saw a butterfly? You saw a bird? Not eating a butterfly. Okay. Up in the sky, the clouds turned gray and it started to rain, but the sun was still shining. Just like the other day, huh? It was raining, then all of a sudden it turned sunlight. Right? How many of you seen a rainbow? Okay. How many of you know what colors are in the rainbow? Wait, raise your hand, raise your hand. Okay. What color is in a rainbow? One of them. What? What? Red, okay. Yes. Purple. You have red, that's okay. What color? Blue, yes. Green. Pink. Any other colors? All the colors of the rainbow. Wow, said the owl, as a rainbow of red, orange, yellow, green, blue indigo and violet fill the sky. So there's your rainbow. The little owl sat happily in her tree and watched as the sun went down and the moon came up. The daytime is full of beautiful colors, she thought. See, here's the owl up there perched in the tree. Okay. But wow, said the owl, the nighttime stars are most beautiful of all. Too excited to sleep, the little owl just stayed awake all night long, just like little owls are supposed to do.
Let's go see a show.
What do you think? Okay, we're going to start with duck on a bike. Okay, now I got a question for you. How many of you have ever seen a duck on a bike? Anyone? No? You've seen a duck on a bike? I want to talk to you after the reading. Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay, so here it is. It's duck on a bike. Has anyone read this before? Who's read this before? Our cameraman has read this before. He should leave, huh? Nah. We're gonna keep him around. Okay. One day, down on the farm, Duck got a wild idea. How many of you get wild ideas? Huh? You know, like just you wake up and say, I'm gonna do this today. I think that's what happened to this duck. You do everything, don't you? I like this guy. Okay, and it says, I bet I could ride a bike, he thought. He waddled over to where the boy parked the bike, climbed on it, and began to ride. At first, he rode very slowly, and he wobbled a lot. Duck rode past a cow and waved to her. That's very good. Hello, cow, said Duck. Moo, said the cow. But what she thought was, a duck on a bike? That's the silliest thing I've ever seen. Then the duck rode past sheep. I think that one needs to go to the doctor. Hello, sheep, said Duck. Bah, said sheep. But what she thought was, he's going to hurt himself if he's not careful. Duck was riding better now. He rode past the dog. Hello, dog, said the duck. Woo, said dog. But what he thought was, that is the mighty neat trick. Then the duck rode past a cat. Hello, cat, said Duck. Meow, said the cat. But what she thought was, I wouldn't waste my time riding a bike. Duck pedaled a little faster. He rode past the horse. I think that's great. Hello, horse, said the duck. Said the horse. No, that's a cell phone. But what he thought was, you're still not as fast as me, Duck. So now the duck is trying to be faster than the horse. I see we have roosters from all over the world here. This is good. Okay, the duck rang his bell as he rode past the chicken. Wow, sounds like we're in a zoo. Okay, hello, chicken, said the duck. Cluck, cluck, said the chicken. But what she thought was, watch where you're going, duck. Then the duck rode past a goat. Hello, goat, said